According to American Cancer Society, from their cancer facts and figures from 2010, over 1.5 million people in the United States will have new diagnoses of cancer. And a more shocking figure to that is that over 569,000 people will actually lose the battle of their fight for cancer in a year, 2010. Everyone has had a tie to cancer. All of you stated when I asked the audience analysis that you personally knew somebody that has had cancer, and a lot of you even said it's in your extended family. And cancer is spreading to the lives of loved ones and will continue to grow unless a cure is found through research. I've participated in Relay for Life for the last 3 years. The last 2 I've actually become a committee member, so I've gotten a little bit more involved instead of just showing up and going through the motions. And last year, kind of more personal level, last year, or last winter, my grandfather passed away, and also my wife's grandfather passed away of cancer. So I have a real strong urge to promote anything that has to do with cancer, research, prevention, treatment, awareness, and hopefully one day, the ultimate goal is a cure. So cancer is a disease that is becoming more prevalent in our lives. In order to stop cancer, research must be conducted. Today I'm going to tell you, make you aware of this national issue of cancer and how volunteering with Relay for Life could lead to healthier, cancer-free lives. So let's just take a closer look to see how cancer is really affecting us. This is National Cancer Institute, which is part of the U.S. National Institutes of Health in 2009. They actually put together a trend from 1975 to 2007. And just kind of focus in the middle on both sexes there. There is an overall increase in the trend from the prevalence of cancer. So action needs to be taken in order to stop this growth. And this is the most current data, even though it's ending in 2007, because it takes a few years for everybody to register with the cancer registries and stuff. But cancer is not only affecting families across the nation, but locally in Minnesota. As I first, the same slide here, but now we're focusing more in Minnesota. Over 25,000 people will be diagnosed. There was over 9,200 deaths in Minnesota, and that's 25 people every day. Cancer doesn't only cause the obvious physical sickness. There's a lot more to it actually than that. You're going to have emotional stress, spiritual stress, psychological stresses. According to the Yale Medical Group, an article, Understanding the Late Effects of Cancer and Its Treatment, which was found on Yale School of Medicine Patient Care website in 2011, is that actually post-traumatic stress syndrome and depression were 2 of the most common ties along with all the other things that are already going on. And just kind of, I'm not going to read through these, but just so you can read through them. Depression, those are the top 5 things that they noted that they saw in the post-traumatic stress disorder. Those are the top 5 symptoms that they saw with that. As I said before, we lost both of our grandfathers this past winter, 5 weeks actually to the day. And I mean, there was extreme grief before and after, still miss them a lot. And, we witnessed a lot of hardships placed on both them during their fight and after their passing, and also with the family. I gotta hurry up so I don't cry. Supporting cancer research is important because the incidence of cancer is on an overall rise, like I showed before, and we need to find a way to combat that growth. A study done with prevalence of all types of cancer by the Surveillance, Epidemiology, and End Results in 2007 actually found that over 11.5 million people were alive that had cancer. And that is just an estimated number. It's actually going to be higher because of, pointed out before, there's over 1.5 million people that are getting added to that statistic. Might not be quite that adding every year because you have people that lose their battle and people that get cured, but it's definitely larger than the 11.5 million. So supporting cancer research is important because of this incident. And it's just not something that you're hearing about every once in a while anymore, especially here in Rochester with the WFMC, world famous Mayo Clinic that we have here. It's really kind of an everyday thing that you're almost seeing in the newspaper or somebody that you know. So to combat research, cancer must be conducted, and that research must have funding. American Cancer Society, in their Cancer Facts and Figures in 2010, say that they help people get well and stay well by fighting back. They're the largest source of private and nonprofit cancer research funding, second to the national government. Over $130 million is spent just on cancer research funding every year, and $3.4 billion to date. So you're probably wondering, and that was just on the research portion, probably wondering, where does that money come from? Well, I interviewed Ross Messick, who is the Regional Community Relations of American Cancer Society, Midwest region, and he stated that the Relay for Life is American Cancer Society's signature fundraising event. So basically, it's just the life and blood of what the American Cancer Society is to be able to do, just to be able to continue to provide those things for people in need. So it's safe to say that things are going right now. Most people's lives will be affected by cancer. Even if you're not personally diagnosed, you could potentially end up being a caretaker for a loved one or friend. Cancer may have a global to personal impact, but what can be done to fight back? It's going to be Relay for Life. And the funds go straight, pretty much straight through to the American Cancer Society because it's a volunteer-driven activity. And a lot of the things that when you're there the day of are actually donated to for a lot of the activities as well, opposed to just the people volunteering their time. And it's a national and international event, and it just generates lots of dollars for research and a lot of the other programs that American Cancer Society offers. And some of those programs are Road to Recovery, which helps people get to and from their appointments, which is really important, getting treatment. The American Cancer Society's call center and website, which is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to talk with somebody live, either way to get you information. And Look Good, Feel Better program, which is designed for women to help that they can put in their beauty regimens to kind of offset the effects of the treatment for losing their hair and on their skin and stuff. So those are just some of the programs that they offer. There are over 5,000 relays in the United States alone in 19 countries. That's over an average of 100 per state. We have 138 in Minnesota here, so no matter where you would end up potentially moving, you're probably going to be at least within commuting distance of an event. So just joining a team or simply volunteering will help promote Relay's mission. When asked of you that if you were to donate time or money to a good cause, actually 20% of the audience said time, 20% said money, and 60% of you said both. So I'll make it really easy for you. There's actually that would apply to all of you, because there's something place for time or money in Relay for Life. Step one would just be get on the website relayforlife.org or call the 1-800 number, and then there you'll be able to enter your zip code so you can find the closest event to you. And right here it's actually at RCTC on July 15th and 16th. Step two is going to be to join a team simply, or start a team, donate money right on the website, or volunteer. And step three is once you're part of a team, then you would need to ask for donations or do fundraisers, or like I said before, just volunteering the day of or before your time or skills. And don't think for a second that one person can't make a difference. Relay for Life actually started by Dr. Gordy Klatt from Tacoma, Washington in 1985. He went 24 hours straight. He ran 83 miles and raised over $27,000. People made donations to be able to come and run with them for 30-minute increments. So the next year it became the team event, and that's how we have Relay for Life today. That generally they're between 12 and 24 hours. They go through the night to signify how cancer never sleeps. Not knowing that only doesn't help out nationally, but also locally. Here, $575,000 is donated to the Hope Lodge, which helps stay there while people are receiving treatment. They can stay there for free. This is right in southeast Minnesota. Patient navigators within the Mayo system, and 4 Mayo research projects currently are going on that are getting funded $2.3 million. So it's not just going nationally. When you do donate, they're actually staying locally as well. So any amount of money raised or time will provide great benefits. Let's just imagine life without Relay for Life. $386 million are raised each year according to Relay for Life facts and figures in 2010. That would be gone. Basically would almost shut down American Cancer Society. Currently, the 5-year survival rate is 68%, and that's saving over 300 lives every day. That also would, that could potentially be 300 lives that are lost every day. The local support that I just mentioned would be lost, and cancer rates would spike. That just basically, no new cure, no new treatment options, no emphasis on prevention. It's no good. So, life with Relay for Life, however, if we do go and participate with our time and talent and or money, we can offer to our communities more information about prevention and detection methods, more patient services to improve quality of life, more advocates in government to get more participation out of them. More research funding is just going to equal more lives saved. So, volunteering can make a big difference supporting a great cause like Relay for Life, and you can all personally help save lives. Cancer has touched too many lives of the people in the USA. Focus must be placed on reducing those numbers of people that will hear the words, "You have cancer." Relay for Life is a fantastic organization that supports cancer research, prevention, and awareness. Supporting this program will allow for future research. Most of you told me that you have at least heard of Relay for Life. You've all found the campus today, so just come back here on the 15th. It'll be outside event right at RCTC. Come talk to me if you want to volunteer the day of, and we can find something for you to do. Visit there, or just come back and just check it out. So let's work together to make sure our children and grandchildren never have to hear the word, "You have cancer." How will you be involved in Relay for Life?